Yes, hello everyone. Hello Vinit. How are you? How's everything going? Sorry, I'm a bit late, but yeah, let's do this. Today we want to do some Instagram animations and TikTok, but we're not going to do any original ideas. I'm just going to look at some great artists here. So this is Max Hyatt. I should give him a follow. He's a great Blender artist and posts a lot of amazing pieces. Yeah, so I was looking at his work and I thought maybe we could try something from his profile. And I really liked these rings here, and they seem to be a recurring theme in his art pieces. So we want to do something like that and just familiarize ourselves with the format and other things, and before we can make our own pieces. Yes, so hello, listen, hi, listen song, play a game, how are you? Yeah, so let's try something like this. Can I save this? Okay, let me have this on my other screen. Yeah, before we do anything, let's do some quick promos. So this is Quick Decals version 2, which is my own add-on. You see me use a lot. You will see me use it a lot. It's just a quick way to texture surfaces without doing a lot of work. You can see how it works here. You just import the image and add some alpha channels like that to make it blend with the scene, and also you can even place it on objects, curved objects like that. Yeah, if you want to get the add-on, link is in the chat. Hello Fego, how are you? How's everything? And then there is also the cloth library. This is also my own add-on. It's a library of clothes which you can use for your characters. You can also design your own clothes using the pattern mode to design clothes and just have them dressed to your character. If you want to get the add-on, link is in the chat as well. Then there is a botanical add-on, which is a library of trees and vegetation that you can use in your scenes. You can see they have animated trees, a way to draw grass, a way to draw vines and other things. So if you want to get it, link is in the chat as well. Hello Showcased, glad to see you back. Thank you. Yeah, so let's try doing this. I guess I can have let me see, have this on my here like that. Let me just like that. We can start by changing the aspect ratio to, I don't know what the Instagram aspect ratio dimensions are, but I think something like that should be okay. Okay, we are not really going to do exactly this, but I just like the concept of the rings. I'm wondering if we could make it so that the rings are seeing a portal. I don't know. Let's start with a ground. And let me get some, what is it called? Let me get some ground material. Maybe something like this. And I want to use Eevee. So let's set things up. Go to the world settings, bring that down. Let's add our first ring. Shouldn't be that difficult. Basically, it's like a curve. It's basically a curve like this. Then But I don't want it to be a simple curve like that. Let me first create a new emissive material here. Let's do emission. Now, one thing, one thing is that if it doesn't really support mesh lighting, so you can have an emissive material, but it doesn't really add light to the scene. So what we can do to fix that, let me just choose a color like that. We can get a bunch of lights, point lights, and just add them to the surface. Just give them a large radius and the same color, and you just duplicate them around the ring, and they can basically become, okay, we don't need this many. We can have like 4, and then just make sure that the radius is big. Just parent them to this. Now you can see when we rotate this as well, it gives us. Hello Kapil, how are you? Yes, everything is great. How about you? How about you, man? And I don't want this to just be a circle like that. Let me duplicate this once again. Maybe subdivide this a bit. Turn on proportional editing. Maybe turn this to random. I want this to feel a bit organic. Now this should be parented to this. Not bad, except for the jog I must do. How many jogs do you do per week? You must be ripped by now. Sure. Okay, we can also, I think, add some displacement to this. Displacement. Oh, these curves don't support displacement, it seems. So we can just use a wave on this, and I just play. Actually, if we add an object, say an empty, and make it moving, I guess this is a good animation series if you want to get into animation. Simple animations like this. Okay, so we can use the empty. That gives us a pulsating effect as the empty moves up. Yes, it depends on yeah, we don't want too much of this animation, so we can have something like that. Very simple, and we can rotate these. It's like it's pumping itself. Yeah, I think I like. Let me just increase the height a bit. I cannot. Yes, yes, it's an energy beam. Now to make this interesting, let's add a character. I'm just going to use my cloth library add-on. Or let me just go to the library and just find a character. Maybe this soldier. This one is for Mixamo. Now, maybe we can put him around here. Now it's not as visible. Let's bring this down. We can also add an area light around here, just so we give him a nice rim light so that his silhouette stands out. You think it should be slower? Okay, if you want it slower, we just have to either increase the width, I think. Let me see. Yeah. Now maybe give this a rotation and then rolls back. Okay, let's see. And we can play with the rotation of this. Let's see. In the X, rotation X. Just so want to I don't want it to just do that. Let's see. Should go slows down, then bounces back. Maybe we can also just recycle this. Just make this. Have this cycle back. That may be slower. Can we have a cyberpunk tutorial? Like an actual tutorial, not a live stream? I think we can do that. I think we can do that. Put the character in the center. Okay, maybe make him has some keyframes. So I'm working on a new old add-on called Scatter. It's actually done. Let me show you how it works here. And if you're Patreon, you can get it. I haven't really set it up for Patreon. So if you have objects, so let's say stones or the rock, you can, yeah, let me get a rock like this, have it here. Let me first make sure that I'm saving. Call this Instagram art and live stream tutorial. Either work cyberpunk tutorial would be cool. Yeah, I think I would make it like a tutorial, like a 10 minutes instead of a live stream. Let me first decimate this so that we don't have a lot of vertices unnecessarily. So this is our rock. Maybe we can also have another one like this. I'll decimate this again. Up to there. See, there isn't that much difference. So if you have this scatter add-on and just select the objects you want to scatter, maybe let's also get some grass in here. So let me go to library, get some grass. Grass like this. Let's get a few grass blades, like a single grass blades like that. So I can just grab these, go to the scatter add-on, add them, and now I can just come to my scene. Maybe I can just start scattering. I want some random scale. And random Z rotation. Actually, let me first remove the grass and just scatter the rocks alone. So let's do scatter. You can see the rocks, it seems that they're too small. And let me also change. Okay, they need to be. Oh, it seems either my scene is too large or the smalls are too small. Let me see. 40 millimeters. Okay, this seems quite large. Let me see the size of the character. 3 meters. That's like 9 feet. Let me scale this down maybe. And let me just get rid of these scale keyframes. They're not really necessary. And the location keyframes. Okay. And I'm just going to. Okay. Go back to the stones. Just increase their size a bit. And I just make sure that the pivot point is at the bottom. Did you assign the scales on the floor? I had not done that. But it shouldn't matter that much because I think the material for this floor we will have to change at some point. Okay, let's start scattering. We can hit scatter, shift, and then left click, and basically you just click where you want to scatter objects, and it can add. And let me reduce the random scale. Let maybe give these a rotation. Scatter again. Let me first turn off these overlays. This key. Just click where you want to add. So instead of using a particle system, I prefer this way because I have control over where the particles can be. Now, let me say I want smaller particles. Let's just reduce that, cut again, and just start. Let me maybe go directly through the camera. Just yeah, so the add-on is available on Patreon, and I'll be adding it to and you can see everything is saved in a collection. So if you want to switch that off, you can. Okay. Make a border ring. Make a border around the ring and 3 characters out of stone. 3 characters out of stone. Let's see if we can actually do that. Let me grab this guy out of stone. So I guess we could use make this guy editable. I guess for that we could let me first, what pose should I give this? I guess it doesn't need the materials. Can even give them a rock material. Yeah, like that. And with that, we can decimate him so that we are not using a lot of characters. So just trying out Herisaries. Who say that? How much do you make as a 3D artist? Well, I don't do client work. I just sell assets on different platforms. We just let's make a character out of stone, like a play game suggested. So let me grab this guy, give him a new collection or particle air system, and just make sure that he's decimated. Yeah, particle here system like that, and we can select stones, one of the stones as the asset. And basically we have a rock. We don't need 1,000 particles. We can go with a few. Now we can turn on advanced, check randomness, and also for the rotation we can turn on we can have some randomized rotation here. And the great thing is that this is still rigged, so basically we can have this animated as well. You meant V? Did I get you wrong? Make a border around the ring and and 3 characters and the character out of stone. Sure, still I don't really know. Do you plan to do client orders? I used to do them, but they just it's a lot of work, and I do quite a lot of stuff. So I can't really, yeah, I handle my YouTube channel, and I do programming. So it's just a lot of work. I can't commit to other work, more work. That's why I don't do it. Okay, let's add instance some grass. I already have some grass particles here, so let me first use those. I think I can subdivide this. Turn on proportional editing. So we have this grass, just need to make it taller, maybe something like there. And I don't want everywhere to have grass, so just going to duplicate this. Some of these rocks are floating. We shouldn't. I don't like this ground. Let me go to my texture folders. See if I have some ground. Rock. Let me make sure that I link my PBR folders here. Resources, PBR, ground and rock. Let's search again. Now we have some ground like this. Create PBR shader. That should give us a better rock material, but I think the scale is a bit and shouldn't be that bright, so I'm just going to grab this, mix, so I can make it a bit darker like that. Let's see if how this looks in cycles, because I think maybe it looks better. Should look better in cycles, but let's use EV because it's much faster to preview. And let's add some volumetrics. Make path of pavement in the grass. Okay. Let me first get the volumetrics in. Yes, so how many of you do client work, and how do you find it? Is it as interesting? Let's make this less volumetric. I think I can add no, I think I like this character here. This rock character we created. You can have it as a structure. do fun ideas on my Instagram for free. Nice, nice, nice. Hey, you can try looking for some clients who... Have you tried to look for any clients? Let's try something different here. You know what? Let me try something different here. Let me first convert this to remove this, convert this to a mesh. I have a different idea I want to try out. So we have this. You have a disk like this. If I UV unwrap it, Maxim unwrap, I want to straighten all these edges. Let's see. To straighten the edges in the UV map, you can just select any face and just you unwrap, follow from. First straighten that face. So let me first unwrap this. Try to do pause on the stone character like they are stopping him from to go to the ring. That's a nice idea. We can try that. Let me first get this thing out of the way. Okay, now we can use this face to unwrap following codes, and we should have a straight ring like this. And now we can add a texture, noise texture. First expand this, but it should use UV coordinates because our UV coordinates are like this. We can actually have them straight, be like a disc. So if I add say a car ramp here, we can have some nice rings. I like that. Can have some nice energy rings. And you can do a color mix. So we have this here. So we need an emission and then a transparent shader, and just use our character needs something in his hands like a lamp or light. Sure, we can do that. Like a torch, a fire torch. Let me make sure this is alpha blend, no shadows. Okay, we have that. I want these to be colored. So I think for the emission, we can give them that. Let's see. Trying out different ideas. Make some fog. There is fog. There is some fog. You're saying the character should hold something in his hand. Let me first optimize other textures here. Let me go to my quick functions, optimize images, so that it lights up the scene a bit when I'm working. I think I need to decimate this character. Has a lot of unnecessary geometry. Looks dope, thank you. Make this Saturn ring animated. You know, I think the Saturn ring idea is good, so I think we could how about if the disc was stones as well? So like an actual Saturn disk. Basically just give it the same collection modifiers as this, except the armature. That should give it some rocks. Just randomize everything, randomize the scale. And at the center of this, we should have a light. Let's see if these lights are necessary. Make the character stand on a cliff. On a cliff. Let's go to the asset library. Look for some rock. Yeah, I think this would be. Let's try this one. So if you're going for a cliff, means we don't have any ground. Yeah, let's make this a bit reflective. Can you show the shader of the Saturn ring? Oh, give me a moment here. I'll show you. Let's get a torch, fire. Have some missing textures. By the way, this is a fire effect from a different live stream. Yeah, doesn't look very good here, but we can come back to fixing it. Maybe we can make this more like a swamp. So, and I want these rings to really be tight. Now you can close the reference image. Okay, but you think so? No, sure. Okay, you mean we should go off our own ideas? Yeah, reference images are usually good to give you a starting point. So, since we are somewhere, you are right, we should close that. But I get frustrated so fast, I get stuck. And that's usually why you have some inspiration to draw from. Get some artists that you like and use them as inspiration. Let's do some quick sculpting here. Just go to sculpt mode here, turn on Dino Topo. Can you make a space image into the circle, like a portal, at a different dimension? How would we go about that? Like render something completely different in the ring. Yeah, that's the initial idea, but I'm not sure how we can, if that's even possible. Yeah, I want this to be like a swamp. So we can add some water. And I think I have a water shader. Hello, I start using Blender since month now. I want to message. Yeah, you can message me on Discord if you want. Have the water. Make the stone character like they are stopping the character. That's a bit hard to portray, I think. After creating the starting image, ideas automatically come into mind. Yeah. I think just with an image as plain. Oh, okay. Let's do that. So let's get some space image. Space. Yeah, something like this I think would work. There may be a blend of different different images so that we have some parallax, and then maybe we can even get some stars into the scene. Let me see, where am I saving this? Billboard. Okay, so I think I'm going to use my quick decos for this because I think it would handle that much better. So if we have, let me go to billboard folder, and we should have now the stars. Yeah, let's start with this. Yeah, so we can have this. Amazing, man. That's a good idea to have something like that. Yeah, but we want it within the circle. But before we do that, we don't want everything to show it. So we can, let me use my use color. Yeah, so now with this, I'm just using my textile decos to just hop in here instead of setting everything up. I don't want everything of the image, all of the image to show, so I'm just cutting out only the stars, maybe like that. And I think I should change this to this should be connected to the emission. Like that. Now we can also blend in another image like that, put it in the back, and move it a bit. And I'm just also going to give it some okay. And if we have multiple layers like this, now maybe this is not a swamp, maybe it's a star field. Do you live alone? Yeah, I do live alone, but my neighbors are friends. I'm friends with most of my neighbors, so I don't know if you had that, but that was my friend's kid. They usually come around. Let me see. I want a rim light around here and another one just around there. Let's see if I add an area light 180 down here with a lot of power. That's trying out different settings. Are you married? No, I'm not. I'm not. Single as fuck. I'm married to Blender, I guess. I think. Oh, you want me to add Shrek? Yeah, I don't have Shrek, unfortunately. Let's see. Screen space reflections. What else can we add? Volumetrics. We want volumetric shadows. Let's try 32 samples. Thank you, Raj. Thank you, Ganja. Try till. You mean try still? Yeah, married to Blender, man. Okay. What else can we add to this? Let me use my quick functions here. Play with the contrast. And you know what? I think I'm just going to change these lights into area lights. What is the difference between Cycles and Eevee? Cycles is a real-time render engine, so it's like an offline render engine. You hit render, you stop what you're doing, hit render, and then see the results. While if it's like an online engine, you just have to you continuously the engine continuously renders as you are working, so it's real time. Let me make sure this is an area light. Give this that brown look. This should be bluish. Yo, thank you for subscribing, NN. Thank you. Try Tacos color. Tacos color for what? Voice color. This for what? For where would I add that? How does it look in Cycles? Let me see. Turning out better than the reference. Thank you. Yeah, so this is how it looks in Cycles. I think we would have to do a few things differently to make it look as good. But I like the Eevee look better. Maybe we can make these guys more defined. Thank you for subscribing, Rebel Platform. Thank you. Just change my setup a bit. Yeah, you can see I'm looking at a few other pieces for inspiration. Just pick up some ideas while you and others from you guys. Okay, amazing. Thank you, Carrot. Thank you. Are the tacos on the galaxy? Well, the galaxy, we're just seeing stars. Maybe what you're saying is can why am I unable to select any? Oh, I think I mean go to let's add our signature cut to this. We are both watching the stars. I see getting blessed by the algorithm. Yeah, sometimes YouTube is on our side, sometimes it's not, but yeah, we're doing this for the fun. I have 2 subscribers. Shout out me, K Bob Curry. So in which software do you compose? Do I do compositing? I usually don't do any compositing. I just have the image as it is from Eevee. Maybe we can add some sort of steps here. So let me add okay, let me start with a plane. I want this to be like some sort of ladder, wooden bridge thingy. So by the way, if you want to get any of the add-ons I'm using here, you can go to the description. You see what I'm using. Let me go to my texture folder here, texture folder, and look for wood, some wooden PBR. Let me see if I have any wood folder. Must have not linked them, so let me search again. Okay, I think I'm going to use this, create PBR, and that should set up my PBR. Make a character laying down. Maybe a character sitting. Maybe another character sitting here. Laying down might not work, I think. Just yeah, I think there is room for only one character in this one. It's very difficult to make it work with a second. Kind of throw off the composition a bit. Sitting down is better. Let's see. Yeah, I think I like the standing better because the way it centers the scene. Where do you post your renders? On my Instagram, you can use social. You can use !_ socials to get my Instagram. Hello, Learning Tree. How are you? Yeah, this is a new project. My man looks at the reference pic and makes a better one. Thank you. No need for another guy. I think one is enough. I want to turn this into a bridge. So we have this, and we can add a few subdivisions to this, like this, and give it some thickness. So add thickness. So should do that, and maybe add displacement on top of that. Apply the scale, reduce the strength, shade smooth, maybe even add a bevel. Yeah, so we want something like this. Actually, this should be about, no, the displacement should come before the solidify. And I'm going to change this to global, maybe increase. Yeah, so now if I move this around, okay, actually this should be on the ground. They shouldn't be that displaced. The displacement is just there to add some randomness. Increase the solidify, so if this is much thicker, I'll reduce the bevel a bit, so I can have these can randomize the rotation of these a bit, have a few missing, and now we can add an array in the Y. Standing character better because the camera position is low, and it gives the characters more power, force, charm, and courage. Maybe he is ready to fight something. Yeah, I just like the composition when the character is standing. I think we can add a curve. You are right. And add a curve here. For our bridge, so this can use the curve. And just make sure that these pieces and you can even rotate yeah, these pieces if you want. So like a very dangerous bridge, and just going to give them some small thickness, give them the same material. Have another one here, like a rope. Yeah, but I want to get a sort of a detailed rope. Can you make another galaxy into the circle? I kind of like the red and a galaxy into the circle. Let's see. Let me go back to my quick decos. Let me use, yeah, let me just go with this Milky Way. So I'll like bring it in a circle. Yeah, I think if I clear rotation. I don't know, it gets overpowered by this light. So I want to create a rope. Let's see. A detail rope for this here. And the way we can go about that is, I think we can use a plane. Actually, you know, we need to use a circle. We don't need that many vertices. We can use like 6. I will rewrite this one. I'm curious how you made the portal and scattered the rocks. Well, the rocks are the easiest. As long as you have a rock to scatter, you just need a plane. I just created a disk from a mesh, and I just added a hair system, and the rocks were the objects. Where they render objects, and that is how that was made. Very easy. Okay, I'm forgetting. Okay, my disk is here. Forgetting what I was trying to make. We were trying to make the rope. So with this, you can offset this from the center and then use a screw modifier. Let's increase the Z direction of the screw. So that gives us that. But if you rotate this a bit, you would even get a better result, I think. For the screw, let's see. Trying to get the best rotation for this. Yeah, that's good. If we get this again, we can duplicate this and basically have a rope like that, duplicate it, rotate it from the middle, and we have a rope. Now the resolution is quite high. Let's reduce this quite significantly. Now you can increase the iterations, find the curve. Hello, how are you? What are you doing? This is like, oh, we're making this scene here, like some Instagram art. Yeah, so this is going to be a curve that has the rope. So I'm just going to, let me see, have this moved, scale it down, and just deform it using the curve. modifier. So boom, just have to now get the right rotation, and we have a rope. Just go to the screw. Hello, the lonely square. How are you? I'm doing great myself. Hello, Litademwa. How are you? What's up? How's your afternoon? It's already afternoon? Nice. Okay. Sup, gangster? Glad to see you. Yeah, if you use a lot of emotes, a Nightbot is just going to time you out. That's not me doing that. That is our guardian bot, Nightbot. Okay, so we have a rope. We can increase the screw because I don't want to use a lot of polygons. So nice to hear my kind words. Thank you, thank you. You're so kind as well. We have the rope like that, and I think we can add some cylinders to be like poles. We can use about 16 vertices. We can give these the same material as the wood. Doesn't matter. Yeah, so now we can also add some displacement to this. A little bit of displacement, not that much. The top here, you don't want too much displacement. So we can have one there and another one just about here. So that means that our rope should have a point there as well. Now we can convert this to a vector, this to a vector, add a point in the middle. That is automatic like that. So and another thing we could do is just, let me see, because we want this to go around this. Actually, I think I can just do that here. Let me change this to automatic. Have this rotated before it goes off to there. And just push this rope like that. Let's see. This can be down here. Maybe this here. Are you planning to start a 3D studio? I yeah, kind of have one. Just been a bit slow on employing because you have to be sure about what you're doing. I am sure about what I'm doing, but I am not yet too sure about the direction I want to take the studio. I think we can duplicate this first. It should be parented. And maybe these are wider. guy shouldn't be floating. Now we can do. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. How are you? Which country are you from? Where are you from? Exactly. Play a game. Make a cape for the character, but then that will obstruct most of the detail we have in the scene. Let's see. Try to add some animation to this. India. Maybe you can come to East Africa, in Uganda, and we can see. But no, I don't think I can afford. And you know what? What I'm thinking, we can make this pulse setting to have an effect, and maybe let's change the color to. Sorry, can't. Still living with my parents. Yeah, I was kind of joking. I don't think I can afford to even get you here. It would be super expensive. Yeah, so we want. You know what? I want the middle part to be a bit brighter, so I'm just going to bring in a Fresnel or layer weight. See how that looks. So like this, maybe add a power node, because I want mostly let's try. Yeah, layer weight is what I wanted. So we can have you can have an input, a value, and just multiply it with whatever we have here. Let's see, but I want this to be flipped around. So color invert, or just multiply by -1, -1. See if that would help. Let me just color invert this. Can you do online? Yeah, I would love to get some artists to help me with some stuff, but yeah, it would really have to be someone local here. Makes it much easier. Anyway, just grab this, multiply. So this can be the energy now. Okay, so let's try. Now we can just use a car ramp. So this would be, and this would be this orange. Yo, thank you for subscribing. Diana Puente, thank you. Yeah, I think that gives it more power. And let's see. I want to see if we can randomize the rotation of these. Yeah, I think we can randomize the rotation of these to give them the effect of motion. Why are these not rotating? It's not this rotation. You want to randomize this rotation, so I can scale this. Just give these are some. You're from Algeria, you're coming. Nice. Okay, I want this to be pulsating outside. Let me see. So if I add a wave before the particle system, that makes, I think it's giving me the effect I want. We just have to change to reduce the turn on proportional editing, spread this a bit, and I'm going to also do a vertex group for the density. Paint a vertex group for the density. Let's first show this in the viewport. Vertex paint, vertex groups, assign, and I think I can do assign like that, and then just do our weights smooth, so that it dissolves, so that we have more particles in the center, and then those increase as we go. Let me repeat this again. Smooth. Okay. We do want the middle ones to, mostly the particles to be at the center. So we can go back to the particle system, go to Field weights. No, not field weights. Particle groups. Select this for the density. So that means we have more particles in the center, like that. But I want some sort of wave. This is giving me the wave I want. But I think the width should be... No. Height should be less. Yeah, something like that. I want them to... Let me see. I think we should find a different way to animate this. Let me see. PC specs, just use exclamation mark specs, that should give you that. Trying to see if there is a better way to have this animated. So let's see if we have, instead of using a wave, what if we have an object, an empty object, or actually a sphere at the center, like that. And let's go to weight mode. Oh, rocks orbiting around the portal. Yeah, I think that's actually better. So we need to do that. We need an empty. Actually, we need to first clear the rotation of this. Even this is not bad. Let me first get rid of this. We would need to parent this to this and just give this a rotation. If us make sure that this is okay, so we need this to be rotating. Give this a rotation like that. And since it's parented to this, we just have to rotate this now back. And I think we can also have this parented to this. And maybe increase or play with the strength, with the power here. We want it to be brightest when this is also brightest, so can do like that. And just have these cycles as well. And I think the ring color can also be adjusted. Can you give the character a standing animation from Mixamo? I think we can do that. And also, these line streaks can be given an animation. Oh, they do have the animation since they're part of the ring that is animating. So a standing pose from Mixamo. And that should be easy because the character is from Mixamo. Log in here. Looking great. Thank you. Now maybe you can also give these guys some bit of animation. You know what? Maybe we can give this a walking animation. So let's see. Let's go back to Mixamo. Can stand. Oh. Standing idle. If you leave it like this with a wave, add a heart in compositing, and it would be perfect. A heart. Let me see. Let's look for an ideal stance. This here maybe would work. And we want to download FBX no skin. I didn't sleep for more than 19 hours and I'm not sleeping because of you now. I'm enjoying watching you, and you made me want to open Blender. Open up Blender and play with something. Let's see. We also want a walk. Okay, let's see. We can now import in that FBX. So file, import FBX. We want, what was it called? Breathing idle. And where is that? Okay, so it's this. If I turn off these keyframes, I think all you have to do is copy these keyframes, Control C, go to edit object mode, Control C, and come to this and just paste them. Oh, we need to first have some keyframes and then paste, and that gives us the idle motion. I think it's too idle. It doesn't really do much. Let me see. Yeah, he doesn't really move a lot. Let's import the other one. Import FBX walking. Okay. And we're just going to copy these keyframes. Just paste them on these. Paste them on this guy. Have an issue. Let me see. Can I just link animation data? Thank you, David Otton Antoinette, for subscribing. You can just link animation data, and that's awesome. Can scale these so that we slow down the character. Maybe this would be a fight between giants, and this guy is watching. Actually, I think we imported. We can also do the same for this link animation data. Yeah, I want to have like a fight scene. The character is perfect in my opinion. Which one? Now let's re-import the idle. Import FBX. Idle breathing. So all we have to do is just link this Ctrl L animation data. So we don't need these amateurs anymore. So this one got the animation, the walk animation, which I'm okay with, I guess. Can have him start from here. I want like a punch. So let me go to object relations, single user animation data, because I want to do a few changes here. Yeah, you know what? So this is Will Smith, and this is Chris Rock. Am I saying this? And we are watching the, was it the Emmys? So he decides to punch this guy. I think for this, I also make sure that this is using its own animation data. So at around these frames here, we can get rid of these keyframes and just animate our own. So he gets punched here. I think we need another light somewhere. So the animation is more satisfying without the walking. Without the walking of what? The character or all of these? Let me just slow down. I think the animation is good because it gives you more to look at. and maybe his pose can be a bit different. But this is also epic animation. Thank you. Oh, you mean the animation of the rock? Okay, let's slow that down significantly then. Oh, you mean the rock guys here? And slow them down so that there is some bit of animation, but it's not. You know what? I have an idea. Maybe here, this other rock turns at, I don't know, this frame. He turns around, looks at this guy. So let me see, at around this frame, so we can remove these. Turns around, looks at him, and to make him look, let's just add some bright point lights here. And these point lights are parented to this bone. Again, any thoughts of hiring me? Well, I'm not really in the process of hiring right now. And can also animate. Hello, PSCC. How are you? Glad to see you joining us. So this guy is looking at Yes, I do have Discord. You can use !mark Discord to get it. Yeah, I think that's going to be our TikTok. I think I should add a command for my TikTok. Socials. So message me there if you need. Oh, sure, I will. So you're going to I'm going to render this, and it will be available on my Instagram and I guess TikTok. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next video, but maybe we could let me see, play with some colors. So I'll go to my quick functions add-on, see if we can that's not a bad color. Just play with some presets, color presets here. That also looks interesting. Let's see. That gives it a rich contrast look. Let's see. So that's the original. These are some different color presets. I'm not sure which one I like most. This also looks great, I think. What is my video card? You can use exclamation mark specs, but it's a 1060. Is it? Because I took, maybe that's my laptop. This is a 1050, I think. Hello, Figo. How are you? Yeah, this is a 1060. Let me see to specific definition. Underwater. True one. True there. Yes. Looking at different presets here. Not sure which one I like most. Let's see, commercial. More blue. Okay, that's going to be it. So that's how the original was, without the color presets. And by the way, these are within the quick functions add-on if you want to get them. And I think it looks better with some color correction. Yeah, you're just catching the ending. How many did you do today? Let's see. Let me see. Let me try rendering this at half the resolution. Just so we can see how it looks. Let me see if I'll be able to render while I'm streaming. Just over 5 kilometers. Nice, nice. Blue looks better in these types of scenes. like an overall blue tone, or like blue being the primary color of the scene? Do you mean it like that? I think this also looks good. I also like how the rope came out, and these light streaks around the planet or around the rocks. I think overall, also the idea of adding, I don't know whose idea it was to add the stars, just made it way much better. And also the idea of adding a cliff, making the character on the cliff, that was also amazing. Just want to see how it plays out in the animation. But as we're doing that, as it's rendering, let's look at. So this is where we started. This was the inspiration. We ended up with something completely different, I think. I really like Max Hayat's art. If you want to give him a follow, that would be amazing. Yeah, this is Evil Render. This guy has some of the best art pieces I've seen, and he uses Blender. Just look at his compositions. Just amazing. I guess I should post something today, as this is. Let me post this render as it renders. So let me get. Let me see, how does this look. Not bad. So this is what we have rendered. Let me select. Let me see how this looks here. How about this? Get maybe these. Yeah. Post that. What captions do you usually use for Instagram? What let me see, different filters here. Not sure. This is the original. This is color corrected. I think I like this one here. Yeah, and that adds in that blue effect. Do you have a settings video? A settings video. Well, I don't really change a lot of settings when I'm rendering. It's basically the default settings, so not really. Now, let me tag this as Blender render live stream. Think 3D. Yeah. Shared. Let's see how that looks. Where is my home? Yeah, so I want to thank you, Nadish, for liking the piece. Yeah, so if you, but maybe we can also make it a critique. So if you want to, you can critique the piece, so the art piece, so we can improve. So let me send the link in the chat if you want to like it and maybe share something, critique or whatever. I tag him he will share your animation. Yeah, maybe after I render the animation, I can tag him there and see. And actually, I should mention that it was inspired by Maxet. Let's do. Can I? Yeah. Inspired by Max Head. I want to preview the animation and then end the stream. Look at yours. Where is yours? Do you have it on Discord? Yeah. Discord. Yeah. Discord. Yeah, I saw this one. It's a nice starting point. You don't have Discord? Yeah, then I'm not sure where you're going to post that. Nice. I'm trying to get into backgrounds. Any tips or feedbacks would be great. Let me see, what feedback can I give on this? Well, the walls are not really textured, and yeah, if you have, for these god rays to be visible, to have a good impact in the scene, you don't want the entire room to be as bright as this. You want it to be faint, a little bit darker, so that you can see everything here. I think let's play the animation and see. The animation. Nice, I think. Yeah, the look here looks cool, but I think it's a bit faster. It should have turned a bit slower. Should have turned a bit slower. And what else? But I like the power setting and everything else. Another thing we could do is have another particle system to this character. Should be emitter. Yeah, if I isolate this type of emitter, should emit, can reduce the gravitational force and emit objects. Select any of these stones. Yeah, so we have some stones falling off of him like that. I think that will make the scene much cooler. That maybe reduce the gravity even further. Now, we don't need as many particles. We can do 250, around 500 particles. And maybe increase the size, randomize the rotation, dynamic angular velocity, randomize everything. Give this other rock the same particle system. Let me actually just, can I copy this here, Control C, and then paste it onto this? Doesn't seem so. You can use exclamation mark Discord to get the Discord link. Can I just do control link modifiers? That changed the amateur. Let me see. Yeah. And yeah, I wanted to change. Okay, this code is going off. If I get rid of some of these. No problem, man. Let's see what's this code is. What are you guys saying on Discord? Hey, hello Fego on Discord, and Shini and Skills. Anyway, let's first play back the animation and see what we can improve. Yeah, the animation, and I think I should link Control L, link object. Who is Nightbot? Just is the word stop. Open Discord, check your latest posts. Let me see. Oh, on Instagram. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Sorry, I can't pronounce the name, but thank you. Yeah, there isn't much here, I think. Okay, let me check on Discord then. Yeah, seeing greetings. You want let me see. Okay, this looks fantastic, but yeah, it would be very difficult to create. There's just a lot of vegetation which is computational heavy. This looks good. Looks good, really good. What I would do different here is I see it's very hard to see the character here. You can add a rim light on the character, like you see what I've done here, so that there is some light separating the character from the foreground or the background. Just a slight rim light around the character in front, so you see a highlight around the edges. Kind of gives the character some separation. But Yeah, overall the sign looks the sign looks really fantastic, I think. Please take Instagram comments. Ash King, I love your work. This is awesome. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything new I haven't checked here, I think. Sweta, is you? You using your mother's account? Does your mother like 3D art? Because she might be confused on not remembering that she kind of liked any 3D art. Anyway, let's see. Hey, Zigzag, this is from today. New glasses. Thanks for the shader. Nice. So, are you using the non-refractive shader? Nice. Nice. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. Adbox is you. Perfect load. Nice. Thank you. Let me see. What did he say? Oh, Artbox. I see. Thanks for the comment. Yeah, I think that's what we are going to be doing from now on. We do a quick render. I'll post it on Instagram so that you guys can comment. Let me come. I'm coming, Kanzje.